All right, so you guys start. It starts as a T-shirt line, right? Detroit versus everybody, right?
Yeah, it starts as in 2012. You just want the story?
Yeah.
So in 2012, okay, so me personally as a designer, so I started off as a graphic designer. I branded Big Sean. I was doing like design work for Interscope, Def Jam, Jive. You know what I'm saying? When labels were big during that time. So I worked on like Wale's project, Mike Posner's project, like back to Coney Simpson project. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Key Wayne. So mainly anybody who came out of Detroit during that period of time, I worked on that project back when MySpaces was going good. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, so in 2012, I got flown out to California to work on a project with Interscope, and I got off of the plane and went to the hotel, and I saw our mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick. Now, at that time, it was the tail end of like a little scandal that was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was, front page news everywhere. But with it being the tail end of it, I just thought it was weird that I get off of the plane 2,200 miles away from home, and I see that when I first go to the hotel. It was odd to me, you know what I'm saying? And got done with the trip, came back home, and it was like a chip began to grow on my shoulder, because during that time, we were like, me and my folks and friends and, comrades during that period of time were on like the leading edge of the creative revolution, that boom that's going on in the city of Detroit right now. Like, it was going on before it was getting promoted. Like, before it got any light shined on it, it was still, while it was going on, they were talking about us being a murder capital, and it was just all negative and not all negative.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to use my platform that I was getting, the attention I was getting, to change the narrative to the true narrative of what's going on in the city of Detroit, and that's the one that's being pushed now, globally. So Sean and I, we've been best friends since kindergarten. At that, we had purchased a failing screen printing company, maybe like 2011, and just being Rhodes scholars, we just jumped in and started printing shirts. Now when you first get in there, you got big dreams, but you quickly find out that manufacturing on your own warehouse is very expensive. It's it's an expensive game. So we bumped our heads a couple of times, and we had to take a little step back and close down for a small bit. So then we closed down, took that time to like recalibrate, and that's when I took that trip. Then I came back, and I was like, man, this is what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I got the idea. I like to say I took the temperature of the city, you know what I'm saying, and diagnosed it, Detroit versus everybody, But the versus everybody moniker, that ideology is something that I knew would have a place in everybody's closet. Like, that was my idea. Like, what can I create that'll have the same effect as like the Ralph Lauren polo, where it's like, if I I'll never not want to wear it. I just want to get a clean one, And the versus everybody brand was created. So that day when I had that idea, I had took the screen print machine. I left my apartment. I went and got a loft, and I lived with the equipment. One of my mentors were like, if you live with that equipment, every day you wake up, every time you come home, it's going to be a reminder of you to get that machine running, keep that machine spinning. So I went, got a loft, and I became a roommate with that machine. And one day, man, it was just like Detroit versus everybody. And so I went, printed it up, and one of my friends, who's a rapper, he was over that night, and he was like, man, let me go perform in this. I was like, all right, for sure. Now, we still just printing up shirts. I'm like, let me go perform in this. And he took it, and then called me from the show like, man, I just gave it away. Is it cool if I give these people your number? I was like, yeah, cool. And then from that moment, it's just been a snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? Of people reaching out to us.